Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Clinchfield Railroad in Trains of World 4. This is a 2022 route back from the Trains of World 2 era. It hasn't aged particularly well, but you can forgive it its faults because it's an old American freight route, and it's actually pretty charming. This is a pretty good. I may say it's the best American freight route because, one thing, it's not linear. Like, I'm looking at you, Cajon Pass or Antelope Valley. And it's also set back in the 1980s? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the 1980s. So yeah, it's got an F7. Everyone loves the F7. Classic American freight locomotive. Let's get this bad boy going. Okay, the transition is already good. Gauge lights on, headlights on. Last light on. This transition is good. Oh, brakes already cut in. That's my bad. Let's release the automatic brake. Now, quick disclaimer, the original sounds for this unit are straight off of Train Simulator Classic and are not the best. I'm using an engine and horn sound mod for this unit from the Train Sim community website, as you do, because, yeah, it's just not that good. Alright, so let's get like a couple of notches of power in and release the independent brake. Doesn't sound particularly good from the outside, but the original sounds were much worse. Steel bell, though. Not an E-bell. Steel bell. And it does sound very good for the inside. And there's a front horn and a rear horn. So, come on. Here we go. Alright, here we go. While we're on the route today, I will discuss the route announcements that were also made along with Trains to World 5, but which I forgot to cover because I'm that sort of guy. This thing is powerful! Holy! This is a very powerful unit when she gets going. I must admit, it's 4 locomotives coupled together, so I hope I'm not on the wrong track here. Okay, because there are... So yeah, this is what the route looks like. We're heading up the main spine of the route, but there's also quite a few branch lines. I've never really explored this route, so I can't really tell you where those go to, but just have at it. Interesting. Come on. Come on. Whoa, cab light is very powerful, I must say, but I'll keep it on just for... This is a route that really needs a remaster, along with the Bakerloo line and Great Western Express, which I'm actually going to talk about in today's video. Yes, there is a Great Western Express remaster on the cards for Train Sim World 5. It will be free for all existing users because it's a free starter pack. This is something I've been asking for years. Great Western Express was actually the first DLC route for the game because Sandpatch Grade was the base game. Whatever that means. But, back in the day, now, Great Western Express right now is one of the worst routes in the game. Period. Full stop. It's linear, it's pretty short, it doesn't really have anything going for it, unlike other routes at the time. Like, I don't know, Ruhr-Sig Nord, which is a pretty good route even to this day. But now, yes, Great Western Express is getting remastered. So, whole route updated to Train Sim World 5 standards. Yes, 5. So that means a new route map, new everything. Rivet Games has very kindly provided the D78 sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The Class 484 model to be made into a rough D78 stock model to be used as AI on the London Underground lines to run parallel to it, which is pretty cool. The route, but there are a couple of bugbears I have with even the remaster. There is the route is not getting any extensions, so no Thames Valley branch lines, which is probably one of the most requested features of the route. So the route will remain linear with no branch lines from Paddington to Reading, which is just a major disappointment for me. Also, another thing, the route will stay as it was set in the year 2017 instead of, say, 2023. Which is another thing that I forgot to blow my horn, sorry about that. As I've been requesting, because the route now is much, much better than it was back in 2017. Back in the day, they had the 166 and the 43 HST doing services. Now, it's just got to be the same, except with a couple of lighting upgrades. It's honestly, my brakes were on. That's my bad. Well, we've got a tunnel. We've got a tunnel. Yeah, it's just smacks of a half-hour job, if I'm being honest. But it is what it is, I suppose. Dovetail doing Dovetail things. They're just going to keep on doing it till the end of time. However, we do have a few new routes that have been announced. And some of these are bangers. We have got the Framingham-Worcester line. This is a Massachusetts Bay Transport Authority, or MBTA, route set in the Boston area. So we already had part of this line set in what's it called? We already had part of this line as part of Boston Sprinter. And it's really ironic that they're doing the Framingham-Worcester line specifically, because I was actually going to move to Worcester earlier this year. But plans got shelved, so didn't happen. But it's ironic that they're doing the Framingham-Worcester line specifically just because of the personal connection. Next route, Cardiff City Network in the UK. This is very exciting. Because it is the first Welsh route in the game, and it's not linear. Oh boy, is it not linear. I don't have a route map, but yeah, it looks like you'll have a significant amount of track to cover, and it looks as though it'll be like a big suburban network rather than just a linear route, as is common with Dovetail. So far, rolling stock wise, we are only getting the Um, Transport for Wales Class 158 Sprinter. Now this is something that I don't really approve of. That we're getting the Class 158 yet again in just a different paint job. We've already had the East Midlands Trains one with Skyhook's Midland Main Line. And then we got it again with Skyhook's pack for Rivet Games' Edinburgh to Glasgow route. And that was in ScotRail livery. Now we're getting a Transport for Wales one. And it just seems as though they're just trying to sell the same rolling stock over and over again, which I don't approve of, but it is prototypically realistic, so I suppose we'll have to cut them some slack there. Now, this is where we get to the two best routes here. West Coast Main Line, yes, another West Coast Main Line route, Preston to Carlisle by Just Trains. Yes, we finally have confirmation. Just Trains are making another 80s British rail route, which is great, which I do like British rail from that era, even if it was slightly crappy, but who cares? Preston to Carlisle specifically is quite the surprise because it's 80. The line is going to be 87 miles long. That's going That's going to be. It's putting it at least the second longest British route in the game after East Coast Main Line, Peterborough to Doncaster. Oh my goodness. Are we heading off the right way? Yeah, we are, I think. Fingers crossed, we are heading in the right way. Okay, let's increase the brakes. So, Preston to Carlisle, we, so far as rolling stock confirmed, we have the Class 47 from Blackpool branches, the Class 142 Pacer from Blackpool branches, both of which are excellent units in themselves, and I'm not complaining. But we are also getting the Class 87 electric locomotive, which was prototypical for the time, and something that I've actually been wanting to see in the game, and I hope will appear as AI on Blackpool branches as well down at Preston. So yeah, that's really good in my opinion. So far from the screenshots, work in progress screenshots, it looks insane. And yeah. So next route, Spoorlingen-Zwolle to Groningen in Holland. Yes, we are getting our first Dutch route in the game. We are I can confess I really do not know a lot about Dutch trains, but it's honestly exciting that we're getting Dutch trains in the game, as it will provide some much needed variety, and hopefully we can have some rolling stock layered in from other routes, like for example, just thinking off the top of my head here, the BR101 from Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr or from Trains in Germany. Like, that would be perfect, like, if we could see that running around. But so far we're getting I can't remember the rolling stock names, but you'll have to put them down in the comments. But it's no, not diesel. What am I saying? It's an electric multiple unit express, like 1980s design. I can't remember what it's called. You'll have to please remind me down in the comments, as I said before. But yeah, and then we're also getting the new NS, I think, class electric multiple units as well. So two units I've actually been wanting to see in the game. Even though not knowing much about Dutch trains, I have been wanting to see those. And we have got some stuff from third parties. Alan Thompson Simulation have given us some work in progress screenshots of their upcoming route. Just shows some like generic electrified British track, but some people have speculated that it is the Great Eastern Main Line in Anglia, I think it is. Not really sure, but yeah, Great Eastern Main Line. That'd be really good. We haven't gotten the Great Eastern Main Line yet in game. Also, we have got a new third-party developer, namely Athena Simulations. And they are doing something which they are doing what a lot of new third-party developers do. I'm looking at you, Simtrack Studios, namely release a reskin of another locomotive that we already have in the game, namely the Class 47. This is a reskin of the Class 47 in British Rail Green with, I can't remember the number, but it's going to be doing rail tours on the East Coast Main Line, Peterborough to Doncaster route, and yeah, I'm not too impressed with that. Why they chose the 47 specifically, and why they chose to do another gameplay pack again just pisses me off. This is so annoying. It's gotten to the point where it's not even funny. Rivet and Skyhook have tried it on us multiple times. It's just it's just not funny. So yeah. And then we've finally, the most exciting thing, we have finally gotten some more preview screenshots of the Tadami line in Japan from Union Workshop, showcasing the terrain, and it looks staggeringly beautiful. Like, foliage is correct, terrain is correct. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it'll be one of the best routes in Train Sim World when it's released, and that's me saying that without even having seen the rolling stock yet. So you can tell I'm excited. Sadly, no rolling stock screenshots have been shared yet, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's as far as I can remember. Let me just quickly do some research on the old internet. Nope. Let me just have a look over here. Alright. I've already gone through all of the core routes, obviously. Let's see. Oh yes, I forgot to mention another route. Namely, this is Fallzische Ludwigsbahn. And I'm probably absolutely butchering that pronunciation. Mannheim to Kaiserslautern. I literally know nothing about this route. I assume it might be good. I don't know. I don't really know at this point. So moving on. Just a slight quality of life improvement. As part of the Great Western Express remaster, Dovetail actually managed to license Airbus aircraft, namely the A320 and A350. So that'll contribute to more realistic air traffic around Heathrow, and that in my book is an absolute W. And there's also, finally, there is 2 new game announcements, namely Train Sim World VR New York. Yes, we're finally getting virtual reality in Train Sim World, but it is going to be as a separate game, and it's going to be on a route we already have, namely the Harlem line. Grand Central Terminal to North White Plains, which is a route that we already had in the game. And also, for the kids out there, Train Sim World Tycoon, which is going to be a new free-to-play game coming to Roblox. yes, Roblox later this year. So I might play that, maybe. But I don't know. Oh gosh, we've got a long way to go, haven't we? It's annoying. So yeah, honestly. So yeah. Let's see. Just need to open something real quick. So you got 10 miles to Delano. Guess about, I don't know, less than half, just under half an hour. Oh, needs to be. Alright. Alright, so where was it? So out of the routes which I'm just mentioned, I am getting Union Workshop's Tadami line, the Just Trains' West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle, Dovetail Games' Cardiff City Network, Dovetail Games' Spoilie and Svola to Groningen, and if this ever gets, I doubt this, probably this will get announced at some point, but it's probably going to be a while yet. Rivet Games' Bernina Express gameplay pack for the Bernina line, because currently doing train runs on that is very unrealistic due to the fact that we don't have any Bernina Express coaches or timetable services to do, despite me liking the route. This is going to be a while yet, isn't it? So yeah, I'm glad Great Western Express is getting a remaster. I'm just sad that it's not. Wait a minute, I need to check this. I just want to check one more time to see that the Thames Valley branch lines aren't getting added. Yeah, if they aren't, then I'm. Yeah, then. All right, let's see. So yeah, let me know what your favorite route is in the comments, because I must say it's probably the Tadami line with the West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle coming in at number 2. Also, another thing I forgot to mention about the Great Western Express remaster is that the Class 66 for Great Western Express, which is incredibly outdated and an absolute eyesore, is finally getting an upgrade to the Southeastern high-speed one, namely Armstrong Powerhouse sounds, physics upgrades, all the good stuff, is finally getting added to the Great Western Express one, so that's really good. Let me just scroll. The route I'm least looking forward to is the San Bernardino line, because they've put literally a whole lot of nothing into that route. Whole lot of nothing. Recycling all the rolling stock, and it's another Metrolink route in California. Like, why? Come on. Okay, so it looks as though something I'm pretty happy about. The Didcot Railway Centre in Didcot obviously will be getting a massive upgrade, and it looks as though it'll actually be included properly, so that's pretty good. So Great Western Express, full route overhaul with the new lighting system, new timetable, Great Western Express 2017. Conductor mode, and namely guard mode, on the HST / Mark III coaches and the Class 166. Noise. Updated landscape, scenery, signage, catenary, signals, and track with trains from World 5 shadows. They are updating the shadows. Updating lighting and weather effects for all Great Western Express and Diesel Legends of the Great Western stock. Updated both Great Western Express Class D66s, to latest Class 66 specs, including suspension and audio. Remember, this is all coming for free. New and rebuilt landmarks, including Southall Depot, Old Oak Common, and Ealing Broadway. And added new suspension physics to all Great Western Express stock and Diesel Legends Class 08, Diesel Legends Class 08, Mark 1, and Mark 2s. Diesel Legends of the Great Western is a gameplay pack I never understood, but I'm glad to see it finally getting some love. So, the HST and Class 166 will be available in unbranded blue livery. So I think mimicking the the first Great Western livery, which has been a secret livery that you could unlock with a mod for years now. And there will also be formations to mimic the Class 165. Good. We've needed the Class 165 for years now. And I've been on a 165 many times, so it needed it. The Class 387 from the Brighton Main Line will appear on the route in unbranded green, airport, and Gatwick Express liveries. Wait, Gatwick Express? Okay, that's interesting. Complete with appropriate numbering and making use of the catenary between Paddington and Hayes and Harlington. Lovely. With kind permission from Rivet Games, the Class 484 was show up to masquerading as its former life as the D78 tube stock in an inspired, unbranded livery. Please note you will need to own the Brighton Main Line and Island Line 2022, both of which I do own, so we will be able to see that for these liveries to appear. Here, of course, if you're an existing owner of Great Western Express in previous Trains of World titles, here's a reminder that you will be able to access this in Trains of World 5 using the free starter pack and experience a remastered route with no extra charge. That's the best I've heard in years. So basically, so Great Western Express might actually become one of the better routes in the game. So, like, it almost brings tears to my eyes because Great Western Express has needed this for so long, and yet we're finally getting it. So I'm so dang happy. But the trouble is, we don't have any confirmation that the Thames Valley branch lines will actually be included. The Class 165 will be added, so fingers crossed. They haven't announced the full thing yet, so fingers crossed that they'll be actually able to do it. I think. Wait a minute. Yes, this is this, and the remaster has also been done by the same bloke who did the West Somerset Railway and Cathcart Circle remasters, and game designer Liam. He is the best employee of Dovetail Games. Like, he is phenomenal. Like, West Somerset and Cathcart were previously mid-routes. They've been catapulted into the modern age with this, with Liam. After Liam looking at them. So, Pavlzische Ludwigsbahn. Let's have a look at what that is. So, it's going to be set in 2014, so not modern day. Okay, so we haven't got any rolling stock confirmation as yet. However, so it's saying, no, we haven't got any, but it's saying we will be able to do operations with at least the DBB, the 111 from Salzburg to Rosenheim, and the BR425 from Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr, I'm pretty sure is what it is. So yeah, apparently there's an actual station on the route called Frankenstein, so it is what it is. Okay, there is actually going to be a branch on Preston to Carlisle, which is going to be the unelectrified more can branch. There is going to be over 100 miles of track to drive, more than double what Blackpool branches had. So we're going to have the Class 87 along with the Mark 3A coaches and the FFA/FGA Freightliner wagons. Interesting. Come on, buddy, slow down. Let's put you down to like 15, 14 will do. Okay, so the 87 is rated for 110 miles an hour. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, so Cardiff City Network. It looks like there will be a total of 3 different lines that we'll be able to drive with connections between them, which is pretty cool. So, okay. How do I pronounce that? Netherlands. So, they've got a license for Nederlandse Spoorwegen, namely the national rail operator for the Netherlands, of course, and we're going to get 2 new methods of rolling stock: the ICM3 it's spelled Koploper, Koploper. That's how you. And the SNGEN used with SNG standing for Sprinter New Generations. It's apparently not too. It's apparently pretty far away. The Tadami line looks absolutely insane. It looks phenomenal. It looks like they've gone all out to try to make this as good, to make this route as good as possible. And yeah, okay, so the Airbus licensed planes, okay, will be the Airbus A321 long range, which is the normal version, I'm pretty sure, and the Airbus A350-1000. Why just the A321 and A350-1000? Why not the whole family? I don't get it. So we'll be able to see it on Frankfurt to Fulda, one of the new core routes, above San Bernardino Line's Los Angeles Airport, and above Heathrow in the Great Western Express remaster. So yeah, let's see if there's anything else I have missed. So, okay, Framingham to Worcester line from MBTA. So, we'll have the existing F40PH-3C will be layered in, along with the new HSP-46 diesel locomotive, which looks pretty ace, I'm not gonna lie. And then the already existing BTC and CTC cars will have will also layer in along with the double-decker coaches as well, and cab cars, which is pretty cool. And that's it. That's it. Out of all those, I'm probably most looking forward to the Great Western Express remaster, even if it doesn't include the Thames Valley lines. It'll still be a good route, I'm pretty sure, but why are we only going 15 miles an hour? This is crueling. Just we still got another 7.5 miles? It's going to take forever to get there at this rate. Wait a minute. Okay, we've got green, but okay, I'll just ignore that. What's this? Oh, like a small yard. That's a rather modern-looking excavator, but okay. The water looks filthy. What the heck? It's very brown for some reason. Should I just put, I'll put on dim lights. Oh yeah, dim is much better. Wait, is that a... Wait a minute. No, okay. Look at these textures, man. The Clinchfield really needs a look over. Okay, Dovetail Liam, if you're watching, please give the Bakerloo line and the Bakerloo line and the Clinchfield Railroad especially some love, because they're both in dire need of it. Like, they're fun to drive occasionally, but this scenery is so immersion breaking. It's almost... Is that a texture gap? Like, there. Yeah. Okay, we can almost go back to 30 miles an hour. That may not seem like... That's pretty fast for the Clinchfield Railroad. Are there any other trains on the line between us? Oh, hello. That's not good at all. We've got another F7 coming at us head on. I have to wait for him. Oh. Okay, there's no safeties in this bad boy. I forgot about that. Not gonna lie. We're probably gonna have to pull into a siding and wait for that idiot up who's coming right at us. We just have to wait for this very long train to snake past the signal back, like the signal here, and it's gonna looks like it'll take like another minute before that's done, and then we can go up to 30 miles an hour. Yeah. So, as I've said before, make sure to let me know what your favorite route is down in the comments. Favorite like route announcement. Honestly, out of those, I'll get the Tadami line, the West Coast Main Line for just trains, Preston to Carlisle, the Cardiff City Network for Dovetail, the Sporley and Svola to Groningen for Dovetail and Rivet the Bernina Express gameplay pack for Rivet. Yeah. Oh yes, finally we could go up to 30 miles an hour. I haven't used the engine in so long. Just been coasting downhill. Okay, there's another branch off of the Clinchfield. That's another thing I like about this route. It's not linear. I do love blowing my horn for every crossing. Another thing, these crossings are badly just not integrated with the road. What is wrong with that? So we need to start heading down again. Old-fashioned, like, whistle puller. Oh, dang it. It's my bad. I apologize. Oh my gosh. That is some horrendous texture blending right there. Holy, I could have done a better job than that. By the way, when I get my channel monetized up to a decent level, I actually want to develop my own Train Sim World route. So, what do you think, viewers, what do you think about that idea? And if so, what route would you want to see me develop? Like, I'd probably want to start off small, like Train Sim Joni started off with the Meter Taliban, which is not a particularly big route. So, I want to know what you fellas in the chat think, and I want to see what you felt, yeah, what the community thinks of me doing that. I'll hire someone to develop a route for Train Sim World. We're still heading down. Okay, where's the person who's coming straight at us? Oh! Is he waiting for us? He is! Okay, he's probably going to have to wait quite a while because we're a considerable way out. Yeah. How far are we away from him? Okay, I'd say we're at least 4 miles away, and we're getting it. 30 miles an hour? 28 miles an hour? Just do the math. I'm so glad I didn't choose one of, like, the hour-long services. That would have been terrible. Oh. Let's just watch this entire train go past us, why not? I must say the wagons are very, very well done. Like, the rolling stock on this route is top tier, apart from the sounds on the F7, which I'm not surprised Dovetail weren't able to source good sounds. They sourced the sounds off the F7 for Train Simulator Classic, which aren't exactly stellar quality. But as there aren't any F7s, like, running around doing work anymore, I'm not surprised they weren't able to source, like, good sounds. And also another thing I like, we're running with a caboose on the end. Get old school vibes right there. Five and a half miles from Delano. I don't know. I forgot to open the window, that's my bad. Time for some fresh air. Imagine doing Clinchfield operations in the snow. That'd actually be very difficult. Oh, another route that needs a remaster. So the 3 routes I want to see remastered the most are probably what was it? LGV Mediterranee from Dovetail, the Bakerloo line from Dovetail, and the Clinchfield Railroad from Dovetail. Yeah. Give us a juice, baby. I must admit, it is very fun to run American diesel freight locomotives from time to time, even if it does get boring after a while. It's take a while for power to get into this thing, doesn't it? Oh, another tunnel. Oh, well, that didn't work. Oh dear. Got a lot more winding to do before we get past. What's worrying me is now that we're holding him up. Oh. Running as fast as I can with these absurd speed limits. Alright. Alright. Just get like notch 2 in. Let's try to maintain our speed, because even with this very slight like decline in gradient, this 4.3 miles. Oh gosh, I think it's lagging a bit because I'm doing like work in the background. Not work as in proper work, but I'm trying to throw together the. Oh, I forgot. All right. But at the appropriate time, I do need to get a screenshot of this bad boy. Let's try you now, buddy. Try from this angle. No. Try from here. One of my favorite things about Train Sim World 4 is the photo mode, and the photo mode is getting improvements to Train Sim World 5. So let's turn the brightness up a bit, and also the saturation as well. Just make everything. Okay, that's a bit too much. There we go. Yeah, I like how you can adjust all those factors. Like, that's very helpful. Let's line it up. And boom, boom. I don't use the built-in. Only. Alright, that's. Oh, damn it. My bad. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, there we go. Oh man, I'm over speeding badly. Just crash on the brakes. Oh, it's my bad. What was I doing? Oh yes. Ooh, nice scenery we're going through. Look at this. That river looks very polluted. This area is very grey and industrial, but you would expect that of West Virginia and Kentucky coal country. Okay, 2.8 miles to go, thank goodness. There we go. This service is supposed to take 38 minutes, but I've been recording for 52 minutes already, and I don't know how that is how it's even possible to go faster than how I've already been going. Into the tunnel. Even these dim headlights are very bright. Look at that. Oh, 2.5 miles out. That's it. Let's increase you to 20%. There we go. And the printed brake's very helpful for keeping up the speed on these slopes. There we go. Just making sure the brakes are released. Another tunnel. I haven't used my throttle too much, so I suppose it does conserve fuel. Okay, just a few more turns and I'll pass the other train. I think it's another F7. On this route, the F7s are mainly used for the mainline, quote-unquote, mainline stuff, while the F4, not F40, the other unit, which I can't temporarily forgotten the name of, which is mainly used for shunting, but the F7 also does some shunting as well. Wait a minute. Photo mode. Does the train cut into this thing here? Oh, it's... Oh, that is so close! Oh my gosh, it's only like a couple of centimeters. Holy. Oh, we have another 15 limit coming up. No! Why are American freight trains so damn slow? Excuse me. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the other train, and it is an F7. He's been having to wait for me for like 20 minutes now. It's probably so annoying how late I am. One mile. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I passed by less than half the train. That's insane. Oh my gosh. I need to keep resetting the camera. .8 miles to go, and then we have a red signal. So where is it? Okay, it's just behind that red signal over there. I passed by all of him yet? Oh yeah, he's going. Lovely. $700. 600 yards. I'm not going to be getting a high score for this. I've been breaking the speed limit quite a bit. Alright, come on. Few hundred yards. We're about 20 seconds out. Finally. Let's get the independent brake on now. Okay, didn't count it as a stop. That's my bad. Come on. Only 11 yards off. Engage. Huh? Huh? Why isn't it moving? Shut up. Wait a minute, are we moving? Okay. Take us a minute. But we might cover the 10 yards needed to get to... Okay, we are moving. Just very gradually. Get ready. Finally. There we go. Okay. Gold medal. Pretty good for a pre-Train Sim World 4 route. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.